everyone! Welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, I've come to Lexington, Illinois. And I've come here because there is a stretch of Route 66 here that is still preserved, the original Route 66, as a walking trail called Memory Lane. And so I'm going to go take a walk down Memory Lane. So let's go and check it out. There's a roadside attraction, Memory Lane. This original section of historic Route 66 was dedicated in 1926. The alignment was first known as Route 4. Memory Lane is open to drive on during Lexington's annual Route 66 reunion car show and parade, and other special Route 66 events. We invite you to take a stroll down this historic road at any time. This pavement here, this section, this 2-lane piece of pavement is part of Route 66 history. It is part of the original 1926 alignment of Route 66. This section that takes you back into Lexington. So we're just gonna walk into town and check it out. We got a billboard there. Welcome to Lexington's Memory Lane, Route 66. Come on, take a stroll down Memory Lane with Adventures in TV Land. There's a couple things here off to the side. One, seeing a lot of these to the right. There's several birdhouses they have all around here. And also there's another billboard there advertising a drive-in no longer here, Oasis Drive-In, 1960 to 1976. But I'm glad drive-ins are back. They are growing in numbers and growing once again in popularity. All right, we got our first Burma Shave sign. So I don't know how many of these will be. I think there were about 4 of them total. 4 or 5 normally. This says mini make. Mini make what, I wonder? Let's find out. It's an advertisement for Willie Anderson Trucking. Established 1947 in Lexington, Illinois. Okay, here's our Route 66 shield. Stroke Route 66. It's sitting right in front of a bench. So if you get tired, you can take a rest here on Route 66. Sadly, the billboard here is no longer there. Looks like it was advertising some sort of motel that was established in 1950. Well, here's the second sign. Unless I happen to miss one. This says Rely on Horn. Many make rely on horn. That doesn't make sense, but there must be one missing somewhere. Okay, here's another billboard, and there's a Kilgore peeking over the top. I think that's his name. The billboard says Double Nickel Drive-In. Fresh frozen custard. Route 66 bypass, Bloomington, Illinois. Another sign there. Burma Shave says instead of. Next Burma Shave sign says break. It's hard to see it because of all the trees and things that have grown up, but it says City Service. City Service was a gas company. And lastly, Burma Shave. Burma Shave. So I guess it actually does make sense. It says many make rely on horn instead of break. Burma Shave. Here we have another sign, authorized Studebaker service. And now we're coming to the end of the pedestrian part of this route. You can see up ahead, curves around and actually becomes part of the road again. Right up here. There's another bench here, signifying that this part is still part of the pedestrian pathway, but up here is not. And this shield here designates the end of the pedestrian part of the original alignment of Route 66, known as Memory Lane, here in Lexington, Illinois. It ends here on the corners of West and Wall Street. And right along there, you can see are the railroad tracks, because Route 66, like many of the modern roads, they followed the railroad system. The roads were paved and created alongside known paths and trails already that had been created by the railroads. Because the railroads, before we had automobiles, there were the trains, and the trains, many of those paths, they followed paths that cow herders and people who had traveled and who wayfinded across the country, they followed those already known and those already paved. They weren't paved, but they were already created. They were paths that were known. Hey, you want to get from this point to this point? Go this way. That's where the railroads went. And that's where our major roads originally went as well. So that's really kind of strange. This is clearly marked as a pedestrian pathway, but there's a car driving down it. Just past me. There's another piece of the past that followed Route 60, follow the railways, and Route 66 eventually followed them as well. The telephone lines, telephone and power lines. That's an old telephone pole. Alright, I'm now in downtown Lexington, and I just wanted to get the sign here. It's talking about how this section here, it's another walking trail of Route 66. It's dedicated to the Lexington businesses that have served this area throughout the years. There's also another historic item here I want to check out. And that is this sign here, this neon sign. Nighttime it does light up, I've been told. Now again, I've not driven by here at nighttime forever, so I don't know, but pointed the way into downtown Lexington. It was restored a few years ago, and it's here at the crossroads here in Lexington. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land. If you've liked this video, hit that like button if you disliked. I think I'll wait till the farmer goes by. So this has been another adventure in TV land. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's someplace that you would like to see me visit, or you have a suggestion about some future video you'd like to see me do, leave a comment in the comment section. And if you've enjoyed this adventure or any of the adventures in TV land, you can help support this channel by going to either buy me a coffee or Patreon or even here on YouTube. And you can become a member or make a donation. You can make a donation on YouTube by just hitting the super like button down below. It's a little heart with the $sign in it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.